Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. I'm looking across at the FN booth now. Looks like we've got Chris walking in here. Chris, hey, put that headset on here, sir. This is, boy, you talk about live radio. It's actually kind of recorded live radio. There you go. All right, Chris, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine.
All right, we got Chris Johnson from FN America, and he's got, guess what, a pistol in his hand. Shocking, right? What you got?
We're introducing here at the NRA our new high-capacity micro-compact 9mm.
Quit talking, give it to me.
It's the
give me that. Oh, I like the feel of that.
Yeah, it's called the FN Reflex.
Okay.
Yep. So high-capacity 9mm. Fits nice in the hand. We've done a lot of work on contouring and ergonomics. Comes standard with an 11-round magazine and then a 15-round extended magazine.
You're talking, and I'm working the slide and working the trigger. And that's a good trigger.
You like that?
I like that trigger a lot. So tell me about the mags again. I wasn't paying attention at all.
That's okay. Yeah. So you're holding in your hand the 11-round magazine.
Okay.
In the box, it comes a 15-rounder as well. So you can get a good full grip. So 15 plus 1, 11 plus 1 capacity you can carry on you, and nice compact package.
Is this striker fire or is it internal hammer?
Great question. It's internal hammer fire design.
I thought I remembered seeing that in the specs when it was announced.
Yep.
What does that do? What's the difference?
So when we wrote the requirements for the pistol, one of the things that we listened to customer feedback, and we wanted to have a great feeling trigger.
Right.
We know that some of our other pistols don't have the best feeling trigger, so we wanted to come out with something that had a really nice feeling trigger and gave our engineers the freedom and flexibility to come up with their own. So they took inspiration from the 5.7 and then created an internal hammer fire, which has a great feeling trigger.
It does. This would be, I know people are going to look at it and go, yeah, it's small gun, it'll carry nice. And I'm thinking, no, this is actually going to be a shooter.
It is a shooter. Very, very accurate, very nice shooting. It's controllable, fits the hand nice.
9mm.
9mm, yes, sir.
Any thoughts of, I'm going to be the guy who says, okay, that's great. Now, what's the next thing you're going to do for us, right?
What I'll say is we're always working on stuff.
Okay, so people have already asked you, can we do the 40? Can we do the 45? Can we do the... Well, there's a limitation on the size of the gun. There's only so much you can do.
Exactly.
Because you designed this around a particular size cartridge, which is the 9. But there are some other ones out there.
Yep.
That we can or can't talk about yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Well, like I said, we're always working on things. So we literally just at SHOT Show we came out with our first 10mm pistol.
You got 2 versions of this, right?
We do, yes, sir. So this is the standard model, so it's not cut for a red dot optic, and then we have the Reflex MRD mini red dot, which comes cut for a red dot optic. So.
Okay. And also, I think I saw pictures of this in black and another color?
Yes, flat dark earth.
Okay. So that's very cool. What's the availability? When is this going to be out?
So we're starting to trickle out small quantities now, and then you'll start seeing more of them out on shelves as the summer progresses. Okay.
And so if somebody wanted one now, they say, okay, there are, I don't like to call them fanboys, but there are people who they love FN. Mm-hmm. No matter what you bring out, they want to see it. They want to, I believe in the brand. Sure. I think is what you get. So for those, they're saying, I want this, I'm going to buy it. What's the best way to go? Should they just go ahead and have their dealer put in an order for it?
Yeah, a lot of dealers are taking pre-orders and things like that. Some of them do, some of them don't, just depending on past experiences. Everything. Some dealers do, so I'd recommend calling around. We've got orders taken with a bunch of distributors and things like that.
Okay.
So there are some pre-order availability now.
You should be able to find a dealer who will put an order in for you.
Yes, sir.
And then people say, well, I did that. I said, look, this is real simple. Put an order in, and for me, here's what I would do. I'm going to say, and I want to give you some money. They say, well, we don't want any money. I said, no, I want to give you some money because I want to hold this. I want this to be my order that's coming in, not just an order that you have. Yeah. And that's just kind of the way I roll on that. Because if there's some money on the table, then I have some ownership of this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's very cool. So what else have you been doing at FN?
So like I said, we launched a 10mm and a 45 striker back at SHOT Show. Those have been doing really, really well. We're showing them off here at the NRA Annual Meeting as well. Those have been selling phenomenally well. People really like 10mm. 10mm is surpassing all expectations.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. It's an old cartridge that was always thought of as being just teeny tiny little niche, and it just took people a long time to figure out what it was and what you do with it. I swear, and I don't know if I'm making this up, but I think hog hunting is a part of that.
I agree with you. I think, backcountry defense or like outdoor defense is like an application that I like to call it, I'll steal a line from our marketing director. He said, hey, our 10 millimeter, it has a 22 round magazine. It's essentially like carrying 3.5 Magnum revolvers out in the field with you. And I was like, yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. So,
and the funny part is, everybody wants a bear gun.
Mm-hmm.
You might live in South Beach in Miami, but for some reason you want a bear gun. I don't know what it is. And through the years, if ever there was like a lull in the conversation, I just mentioned bear gun, and the phones light up because everybody wants to talk about a bear gun. And the trick with the 10, and people need to understand that, is there's so much variation in ammo. You have some that's barely 40 S&W, and then some that's really hot.
Yep.
And you need to choose wisely. You don't have to shoot the super hot stuff when you're out of the range.
Yep.
Because it kicks a lot.
Yep.
But for carrying bears or anything for bear country, then you go ahead and get the hot stuff with good bullets, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So 22 rounds of 10.
Yeah, that was one of the challenges we faced with the development of the 10 millimeter too, is that you've got such a broad range of availability types of ammo, and that we want to make, we're known for our reliability. If you run an FN, it's going to be reliable. It's going to cycle a lot of different kinds of ammo. So when we developed the 510, same thing. We wanted to have that legendary reliability that we're known for. So we tested a bunch of different types of ammo.
I bet you did. Yeah, that's got to be a challenge for a gun designer when the ammo varies that much.
Indeed, it is.
I mean, a revolver, who cares? But a semi-auto, it's got to run.
Yeah, that's right.
With the light stuff, and it has to hold up when you shoot the heavy stuff in it as well.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, the Reflex, people can't see it. It's radio.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, this is a cool gun. I really like this a lot. So I think you're going to do real well with that. I mean, I know you will. It's FN, right? People just go, oh, it's an FN. I'll do that. So there you go. What's the price point on this one?
So the standard model MSRP is $599. The MRD or mini red dot model is $659.
Holy cow!
Yep.
That's Frank. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I'm kind of used to paying a premium for FN because they've got the quality and all, but holy cow, that's really good.
Yeah, we wanted to be, competitive in the space, and this is a market that, or a segment in the market that has a lot of different, people playing in it and everything. So, we wanted to make sure that we had a great pistol, a lot of value here, very durable, reliable, and that you can get that with the FN Reflex.
Perfect. Chris Johnson, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm glad we could rope you down. Of course, your boot's only like 30 feet over there, so it worked out real well.
Yes, sir.
You have a good show.
All right, thank you so much.
You bet. All right, that was fun. That is a nice-looking pistol. I got to tell you, it feels good in the hands, too. And the trigger is really good. Yeah, look at this. Ryan's over here grabbing it away from Chris because that's what Ryan does. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes from the Ruger booth at the NRA Annual Meetings.